Hello and welcome to this brand new series of how to program a space game. Today we're not going to program a space shooter, but we will program a dodge game where you are a rocket ship and you have to dodge meteors and can collect items. We are also going to program maybe bosses or enemies, and you can maybe shoot the meteors if you can't dodge them. But now first, let's create a new project. So first thing we do is we delete the cat because sorry Scratch Cat, we don't need you today. And we could paint a new sprite and just paint the rocket ship on our own. But if we look for rocket ship in the Scratch library, we see this sprite, and I actually think we can use it for our game. Name the sprite player. So now we have costume 1, I name idle. Costume 2, these are going to be the hit animation. So I'm going to name this hit A, then hit B, and hit C, and the rocket ship E costume we can delete because we don't need it in this tutorial for now. Okay, now before we get coding, I want to just tell you something. So look at this idle sprite. This costume is going to show most of the time. Okay. Now, what happens if a meteor that is falling down hits this one singular dot? If we just use the if touching meteor block in Scratch, then if it touches this single dot, it already counts as losing a life. And I don't like that. We could just delete the dot here, but I actually like it for aesthetics. So what can we do about that? Well, try duplicating the idle sprite and name it hitbox. Yes, you can program a hitbox in Scratch. So how are we going to do this? I always convert to vector mode. Now this looks bad at first, but but it's okay. We can convert back to vector. And here we have this select tool. With this select tool, we can just select anything and delete it. Now we make our hitbox. What should actually count as hit? We select everything that shouldn't count as a hit and delete it. I made the hitbox now very small. You can make it bigger, but I like it like this. But now the game is less frustrating. It doesn't matter how it looks. It looks bad, yeah, but the player won't see it. Let's get coding. So, at the beginning of a Scratch project, you should always reset everything. So, let's make a new block for that. Name it reset. We first put the reset block under the when green flag clicked, and in the define reset custom block, we first go to the starting position. So I put it in X position negative 140 and Y position 0. and direction 180. Now if we click the green flag, we have to also switch back to the other costume. Switch costume to hitbox, and we can reset everything else too. Set size to 100%. Clear graphic effects, go to front layer and show. And switch costume to idle, of course. And there we go. Doesn't that look good? And now let's program this steering. So put a forever loop under the reset custom block and make a new custom block, steering. Now put that steering block in the forever loop and define steering. Now these are pretty simple scripts. If key up arrow pressed, then we change Y by 5. That's it. Nothing else. Now we can duplicate it and duplicate it again for right arrow and left arrow. And here we want to change X. So let's see. Works perfectly. Now, before we make the meteor sprite, I want to make or choose a backdrop. This time I am going to choose a backdrop because I think if we space, these are good backdrops from the Scratch Scratch library. We can delete the first backdrop. I am just going to name it level 1. And now we paint a new sprite, name it Meteor. So this is going to be Meteor 1 or Meteor A. But Meteor 1 I like better because if you duplicate it, now it automatically makes Meteor 2, Meteor 3, Meteor 4, and I don't have to edit the name. So, let's first make a circle. 100 by 100 pixels would be a good size, I think. And now choose a brown color. I like this color. By the way, your color select screen looks completely different. That's because I use Scratch add-ons. So, then center this on the canvas, and we can make it a little bit darker, the color, and then put these dots on the meteor. Then you can duplicate it and maybe put even more on it. If you have enough of these, then we can go back to coding. So here we also want to reset, so we can just duplicate this reset script, switch costume to Meteor 1, point in direction 90, that's the standard direction, and I want to go to X 300 and it should be hidden. That's because we are going to make clones. So the script for the videos should be in the clones. So we just make the clones. We repeat forever. First, wait for 3 seconds until a new video gets spawned. And then we create clone of myself. Now, when I start as a clone, we want to switch costume to, and now we need a random costume number from 1 to 5. I also want a random Y position. So what do we do here? I don't want the mirrors to actually touch the edge. So we make a new block. I name it don't touch edge. And I forgot it now too. We have to edit it and run without screen refresh. Tick the run without screen refresh. This is very important. Now click OK. And run it here after the switch costume to block. So what do we actually do in here? We set Y position to just pick random, put in -300 and 300. We repeat until not touching edge. And we have to also put this here. And now click the don't touch edge block and we can confirm that it looks good. Very good. So after that, I want to also customize the size. We have to do that before the don't touch edge custom block. Pick random from 1 to 200, I'd say. If you use a glide block, it will look bad with the different sizes. So what do? We also make a hitbox. The good thing is that every meteor has the same size. I am going to now duplicate this meteor one and go to and name it hitbox. Now we delete everything except for this shape. And I am going to just to make one singular dot with like size 10. Can delete this. And this is going to be our hitbox. We can also make it I think we should make it a bit bigger, like I am going to do 50 now. And this is our hitbox, but I also want it to be a little off center. So we need this again. And we put this to back layer and ensure that this dot is at the right here. This looks good. We can also make it go a bit more to the right. Okay, and this is now our hitbox. Now, what are we going to do? We get a forever loop, and we now we just I'm going to first to test the speed. Just change x by 1 and -1. And then we change the costume to hitbox. But don't worry, we are not going to see the hitbox here because everything is going to be really fast. And after we did that, we check if the hitbox costume, if it's touching the edge. And if it is, we delete this clone. If it isn't, we switch costume back to, and here, and now we need a variable. But before that, because we have a new hitbox costume, we have to make this pick random to 2 to 6. And now we can delete the my variable and make a new variable for this byte only, named costume or random costume. Now we set random costume to this pick random 2 to 6, switch costume to random costume, and here switch costume to random costume again. Now let's see how that works. Oh, one singular mistake we have made, we forgot to show the clone. Now it should work. Maybe we are moving too slow. Let's try changing x by -20. Okay. Right now it doesn't work. I just found the problem. We said here repeat until not touching edge, but we start at the far right edge of the screen. So we actually have to at the beginning here we go to x like 0, and not we go to, we have to set x to 0, and here's set x to 300 again. And if we test it now, does this work? No, because we have another touching edge block here. Okay, how we fix this is we first wait until Okay, how did I do this now? How did I fix the bug? First, I made it so repeat until not touching edge, change x by -1, and after that we again change x by -1, and with this script, and in the costume I put the hitbox here at the right corner of the meteor. So if we now run the script, finally it works. It's just a little slow. I am going to make it faster, like -5. Okay, and then this repeat until is bad again, so we have to put this up here, not in the forever loop. And if we do that, finally everything works. Phew! That was tough. We can now for debugging I put that out, but now we can put the forever loop again in the script here. And we can see and confirm that it now actually works. That is very cool. But do you see that? Why aren't these going away? This is because the dot we have here is too small. So we either have to make it bigger, or just what I think is better, the set size should be from 75 to 200%. And now this should all work even if we have a 75% meteor. Let's try to just make 75% and see if this actually works. Yes, let's go. Okay. Unfortunately, our time is up for today. I planned doing more today, but this bug fixing was really time costly. So unfortunately, we don't have any more time today. The only thing I still want to show you is we can also make a speed variable. So let's make speed for this sprite only. Now we set speed to pick random, and I'll do like 3, but -3 to -10, and this has to be negative, so I also make the variable negative. We can put the speed in here, and now we actually also have a random speed. Isn't that cool? And every meteor has its own speed. Some are slower and some are faster. This can also make some undodgeable, uh, but we can program more in the next episode. Now, mm, until next time, have a great day. And next time we are going to program collisions, probably also lives, and maybe also items. So stay tuned for that. Sorry again that there wasn't a video for so long. But until next time, bye! And have a great day.